You may ask that question.
That's my question. Do you remember that?
Do
you remember saying that to Jeffrey?
Saying what?
That you couldn't use a Corvette. He had a rental Corvette. You needed a bigger car because a Corvette's a two-seater.
I remember that.
Do you remember Jeffrey saying, sure?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Do you remember going to Hertz rental car at approximately 8 o'clock at night on January 7th of 2015 so that Jeffrey could get you a rental car, an Infinity rental car?
He can ask whether he remembers that or not.
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling this jury on direct examination weeks ago that that rental car, that Infinity, was in your care?
I said it?
Yeah. Do you remember saying that?
No.
Do you remember driving that Infinity rental car from the time it was picked up from the Hertz rental car on January 7, 2015 until it was returned on January 12, 2015? Do you remember driving that Hertz rental car that we're talking about from the time it was picked up on January 7, 2015 and having control of it until it was returned on January 12, 2015?
I don't remember 2015.
Do you remember driving with Mr. Zachary? Little D. Do you remember driving with Mr. Zachary and striking cones on the side of the road on the highway and damaging the Infinity rental car? Do you remember doing that?
Don't recall.
Do you remember giving that Infinity rental car to other people on the night of January 10th, 2015?
I can't remember 2015.
Well, let me ask you this way. Do you deny having that Infinity rental car January 7th of 2015?
What you mean?
Did you have that car in and around your person?
I gave the car to 3.
Okay. You told the jury that you gave that car to your friend, and the threat is Mr. Turner. You know his last name? True? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll take the for the court reporter as a yes. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. And you told the jury you gave the car to Mr. Turner the day of the killing of Donavon Thomas. From that morning to that night. Do you know what I'm talking about? January 10th, 2005.
I didn't mean to say that.
Okay. But that's what you said.
Out of frustration.
All right. Now, you also had that rental car, not only when you gave it to Mr. Turner, your friend, but you had that rental car before you gave it to Mr. Turner, obviously, right? Otherwise, you couldn't give it to him.
I don't recall.
And you had the rental car after you gave it to Mr. Turner, right?
I don't recall.
All right, let me ask you this. Getting to the fact that the state showed you that on State's Exhibit 334Y that Jeffrey rented the Infinity from Hertz, you were there, right?
I can't remember.
That has nothing to do at the time of this killing, does it? That's 3 days before, right?
I can't remember.
And what you're telling the jury, or what the state wants you, I believe, to tell the jury, is that Jeffrey Williams rented a car. I think it's clear.
Re-ask your question.
Okay. Jeffrey Williams, therefore, rents a car in his own name that's going to be used in the killing of Donavon Thomas. That's what you're telling the jury.
Rephrase your question.
The rental car that's used to kill Donavon Thomas, are you telling the jury that Jeffrey Williams rented a car in his own name?
I don't know what car was used to kill him.